Hello, everybody. Today, sorry about that. We are currently We're going to be restarting where we left off, which is which is why I'm down here. Immediately after the last stream ended, I just immediately disconnected due to the server shutting down. Um, so today our plans are, as you probably saw, to actually work on a base. So the reason I'm down here is just to collect some simple resources for now. Okay. And now that my sword's broken, I guess we gotta go up. Okay. So, just gotta quickly leave that in there. We can go up to base, and I'm just gonna quickly sleep through the night so that we can move forwards. And just give me a couple seconds just to make sure that everything is all working properly. All right. Gotta check this real quick. Okay, lovely. All the stuff is all working properly. That's good to see. So the plan is to work currently on a villager breeder, and then move forward and work on an actual base to live in. Currently, Storm and I are both basing out of villager homes, but that can't really be permanent as that's not very efficient. For now, what I'm thinking of building is to build in a similar theme to how I did on a previous SMP, um, for where I built a Japanese style base. The reason I want to do a Japanese style is just because I do really like the look of all of the different types of builds there. So that's just the main reason I'm choosing that one. Um, Another thing I'd like to work. Those are the two main objectives. Working on a base and start working on a villager breeder. So my plan for the villager breeder is going to be basically a pit that's just like slightly dug out so that we can put a roof on it and then create a villager breeder like that. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Let's go 9, 10. There we go. That should be enough for one side, and then we'll go out maybe like 12. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Wait, no, did I count that wrong? 2, 3, 4, 5, 7, 8. Roughly 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Okay, and then all of this needs to go. Fortunately, since my shovel just broke, I do need to get a new one. Let's see if I don't think you sell it, shovel, do you? You do sell a shovel. It's just like super expensive though. Okay, and you don't have anything useful to me. Hmm. That's a problem. What we could do is we could just make a bunch of stone ones. That would work. Cobblestone. It's probably gonna need like 2, or just 1 should be enough for now. And then we can go and start digging this up. Okay, let's just dig and then we'll try to get these to connect together. Just so I have a rough outline of how far I have to dig. Oh, perfect length. That was not planned at all. All right. And with this, then we can just like put a roof on this and call it done. The only thing is we got to find a way in. I would also like to, I'm probably also going to dig this down like maybe another block or two, so that there's enough space for the, oh no, not a block, not 2 blocks, but like a block, so that there's enough space for the villagers to be able to stand. How tall? Guess we did need another one. How tall are iron golems? I'm gonna check something real quick. Okay, so about 2 blocks tall. 2.9, so about like 3 blocks tall roughly for an iron golem. So my plan is to build it 3 blocks tall so that there's actually jumping height and the golems won't be able to spawn inside there. So should work fairly well. I do also plan to at some point build a what is it called? Not a an iron farm above some water if we can find an ocean nearby. And the reason for this is because it's less work having to light up or spawn proof caves. If you don't know what I mean by spawning caves, I mean hello, welcome to the stream. If you don't know what I mean by spawn proofing caves, I refer to the process of basically putting slabs down to prevent any mobs being able to spawn in those areas. Okay, and then probably dig one more block down. And if we just keep just going down like this. At some point we'll eventually reach the depth I want, and then we can just leave villagers in here. I'd like to state, I do not believe I do not believe that you should enslave entities. That's why I am not using them as slaves. These are hired people who work for life, I guess. I don't really know. Just ignore that. Never mind. I was trying to crack a joke, but I can't think of a punchline for it, so we'll just pretend I never said anything. Anyways, okay, this should be deep enough for the start of it. So my plan now is to collect every single bed in the village and put them into the pit there, and and then also add some water to it so that villagers can drop in without dying but cannot escape. And the reason why is so that I can keep all the villagers in a single location, in a single centralized location, where there won't be any problems with with them like dying or getting infected by zombies by accident. Yeah, so that's the main goal here right now that I'm going through. Let's just quickly drop a bucket of water down here. There we go. And then now we can start moving the beds. And the thing is that the villagers will try to gravitate towards their beds due to their entity pathing. So by simply just picking up their beds and moving them into the pit, we can actually make sure that they won't. We can actually make sure that this is where they will end up. Other issue that I have is I need to be able to light this place up. And the thing is I can't do that without torches, but unfortunately I don't have any right now, so I'm going to need to figure out a better solution for this. And my idea is just basically to steal torches from the rest of the village, or just go mining for some coal real quick and then get some more. Probably going to do the second one, mine for coal. I believe I also should have some. Oh, I have some torches here. I should have some more. Yep, right here. And then we can just also drop off some extra resources we picked up while digging. And I'm not going to take Storm's bed for now. I'm going to take the ones in the rest of the village first. And then we can drop this one also down here. And we can just leave some torches all along this. Yes, I agree that this is an excessive amount of torches normally, but because mob farms, because this is a very high area where it's going to be a problem if mobs get to them, I want to spam down as many torches as possible, basically. Otherwise, the mobs might escape. So, yep. Let's also sleep. Sleeping would be a good idea right now before mobs start spawning, so that we can ensure that no mobs kill them. I'm also planning to move all the job site blocks into the underground area. Okay. So we can sleep now, and then the mobs won't be able to spawn anymore, and then we can just go and keep grabbing beds and moving them in. I do also believe I will need some sheep later, so I can make more beds. Alternatively, I can use no, I don't think I can use a Fletcher, not a Fletcher, the other guy, a shepherd, because it'll be really annoying to set up a shepherd, because you also have to trade wool with them, and that just means I need sheep anyways, so either way you look at it, I might as well just make a sheep farm and just be done with it. So, yeah. I know this staircase seems kind of productive right now, but I plan to break the staircase once I finish moving all the beds in at nighttime, and putting the roof, because I'm going to put the roof on and then break the staircase, I think. As for getting in and out, I plan to make basically a crawl space, kind of. I think either a crawl space or something like that, so that I can ensure that no mobs can get in or out. I can carry a couple more beds. Okay. And then let's go and drop all these off inside of the breeder. And that way we will be a little easier. Ah, that's unfortunate. I'm sorry to hear that. Okay, so we have, I believe, like most of the beds in the village right now inside of there. All we need now is just to do one last sweep to make sure that there are no other beds in the village, and then I can move on to the next part where I start looking for sheep and shearing them instead of killing them. The reason why shearing a sheep is better than killing it is because of the fact that when you shear a sheep, you get more wool from it, and you also the sheep stays alive, so you can harvest more wool from the same sheep, like an unlimited amount of wool, as long as you give it enough time. The advantage to this is pretty obvious. I can just not bother with having to search for more and more sheep. I can just get one or like a couple and then just use those constantly. If I'm correct, this should be all of the beds in the village. So hopefully that is correct, and that way we can start working on other stuff. So my plan is villager breeder and a iron farm at some point. This will also create a spawn a bunch of iron golems. So this way we are able to just get more iron for basically for free. We just have to kill the golems, which is kind of painful, but you know, that's life, right? Okay, there's no beds in there. There's a bed in here. which is my bed, which I don't want to touch. Let's start with moving the job site blocks now. So the reason why I want to move the job site blocks is because villagers will gravitate towards them, especially if it is their job. So by moving these these job sites over, we can actually make it a little more efficient. And I think I'm going to sink them into the wall right here. Why not? At some point, I do want to upgrade the floor to like oak planks or something, make it look at least a little nicer. But for now, this will do. Let's see. Oh, there are potions in. There's a cleric in here. Let's grab your brewing stand. Thank you. And I will leave it for you down here. Oh, I should also break this block. And then we can use... Actually, no. We're going to need this block here. You can see the mob AI is not very smart, unfortunately. Hopefully when it comes nighttime, they do figure out a way to get down there on their own. But for now, I guess we just gotta deal with that. So I plan to go get some... Hi, CS abilities can kind of transfer over. Welcome to the stream, to the new kind of. I would say it's more based off of logic and reasoning rather than actual CS ability. Due to the fact that you just have to figure out how to set everything up, and you also have to work on circuits and wiring. So I would say it's a mix of a lot of different CS concepts to achieve that goal. If that makes any sense. I hope I answered your question. Your question. Let's see. I made shears, I think, at some point. Let's see if I have them anywhere. Oh, they're in my inventory. Oops. Okay. We don't have a lot of storage, unfortunately, so we're gonna have to work. I'm probably gonna have to work on that at some point. I also do want to get a little more organized in terms of base setup. So let's just quickly run and look for a couple sheep and then get some wool. That's a wolf. Do I have bones? I do have bones. The benefits of a skeleton farm. Come here. Let's go. First dog. At some point, I'm gonna get a name tag and I'll be able to name it. If you guys want, I can name it something that you guys would request. Before you ask, guess the server's still in multiplayer. It's just nobody's logged on other than me yet, so time to get a head start, right? Quicksort does not entirely work in Redstone due to the fact that there's no real array concept for it. Technically speaking, there's no array concept because the best you can do is you can use I forget. Sorry, I've lost my train of thought. Because I believe it's because you can't use because there's no like array type or anything similar to an array other than like a piston loop, but that doesn't really work because you're never removing items and sorting them. You're just kind of pushing them forwards, and then creating a loop with them. So there's no, and also pistons have a push limit, so there's no real official method for quicksort because you can't remove items like that. Or at least you can't remove items without knowing what item it is. So there's no real processing brain for it. I mean, technically speaking, at least at my level, I can't do that. So, yep. 16 wool. Dude, how much black wool did I get from it? Oh, I didn't get any. Okay. Sugarcane. Let's grab that, and then we can just keep looking for more. I do need leather, but I also could just farm them instead. It'd be more efficient that way. But I don't have any wheat. I'll come back to them. Is that the ocean? If that is, that'll be super helpful, especially if it's a large one. Like if it opens up fully to a large ocean, that would be really helpful because if that were the case, I can just put a ton of I can put a mob farm there. Specifically a raid farm, which requires it to be built over water. And the reason why you want to build a raid farm over water is for efficiency. Because otherwise you'd have to spawn-proof a large area, and that just takes a long time. So most players will choose to instead build it on top of a large body of water, like an ocean. And yeah, that's why. Is that a... That's a shipwreck. Oh, that's a ship... That's really... I don't have any space in my inventory, but that's really close. I will go and explore that later. In the meantime, I'm going to go back to base and drop off all the stuff. Because I don't want to really die with all of it out here. Because drowning is a very serious problem I have. Do you guys have any suggestions for the names for the names for my dog for the wolf I just got? Huh? Oh, that's what happened. Okay. I should do CS tutorials, but in Minecraft. I don't think that would work the way you think it would. Personally, I really don't think that would work the way you think it would. And the reason why I say this is because I can't focus on multiple things. So so doing a CS tutorial in Minecraft, I would say probably not, because and the reason why I say that is because a lot of things like Minecraft is mainly fun. And while there are, well, you can definitely put it out onto YouTube. I wouldn't consider that to be what you're asking about. So I would say it's not entirely a something you could entirely do. But if you wanted to, you could definitely try doing it. Most of the time, stuff that's on YouTube is just players showing off Redstone and trying to give tutorials to how to do it. I don't believe I'm good enough at Redstone as of now to do that. And even if I did, I still probably wouldn't do it just because it's a lot of work and a lot of things can go wrong with Redstone. Especially when I have a friend like Storm who would constantly flick levers and spam press buttons. I've had to fix a Redstone door that I built due to Storm breaking it dozens of times probably. But all the same, every teammate will have their ups and downs. So, honestly, I find that to be completely worth it. As Storm is a great teammate who is able to help me with organization a lot. As you saw with my chess, I don't have the ability to be organized for long periods of time. So, I try, I fail. But yeah, Storm is also really good at interior design, base design, and interior design. While overall I'm just better at, I can just put my head down and grind games out more. So yeah, that's kind of how Storm and I have always divided up labor. Is I'm the one who's doing all the grinding, and Storm's the one building the stuff for me. Okay, good. You can still access that chest. Okay, wheat. I need wheat for the cows so I can lure them over and breed them. So let's go get some cattle real quick. Sheep would be nice too, so... First, let's see what we get. Sheep, there's one there. There's a couple here. We can make a hole and just start breeding them like that if we need to. But I don't think it'd be a good idea to farm sheep right now, due to I just simply don't need a lot of. I need a lot of wool, yes, but not enough that would require sheep like this. And you are last. Great. Should be cows over here, if I remember correctly. And my plan is basically just to bring them all over. Okay. There's a cow here. Great. There are a few cows here, actually. And some sheep here, too. I'll take your wool. Take your wool. Take your wool. Great. Okay. There's another village up here? Whoa. I was not expecting that. I have not been exploring much in this area. Let's go check this all out, see if there's anything worth let's call it borrowing from this village, shall we? Beds, absolutely need beds. Yoink. Hay bales, that's pretty useful. Job site blocks I also want, specifically ones like a lectern or anything, or stuff like that. Emeralds would be nice too. I want that. Thank you. Blacksmith. Yes, there's a blacksmith here. Thank goodness. And the reason why I want this blacksmith is... Yes, it's a toolsmith too! Oh, sweet. I can save the time of crafting one. So this grindstone is useful because you can unenchant items. That was a terrible blacksmith jest. But the real valuable for that part of that is when you disenchant an item, you can't normally disenchant an item. It would be... but with a grindstone, you can actually disenchant the item, and you can actually get the experience back for it, which is the reason why I really want it. Because my enchantment setup, what if I get an enchantment that I don't want, but I wasted a lot, used a lot of valuable resources on it? That's just a waste of resources then. So I want a way to recycle it, and that's what this thing just did for me. So I'm very grateful that they had a grindstone here, so I can add it to my underground area for enchanting. Still taking all their bread stuff. I would love to tame that cat. Unfortunately, I don't have the resources for it. I don't have 8 fish. So that cat just has to roam without me owning it. So that's kind of unfortunate, but that's life. Let's quickly just harvest all of this wheat. Thank you very much. Ooh, tulips here too. This is a tulip field. Interesting. In here. What about in here? Didn't mean to set my spawn point here. This isn't a leather worker, is it? This is a toolsmith. Ooh, yoink. I mean, I already have one of your job blocks, but better to get more, right? Because if you don't know, villager trades can reset, and when they reset, and if they don't, but once it's only after they reset do their trades restock. So by having multiple of the same villager who sell similar things, you can effectively cut down on how long you have to wait for them to reset their trades, because as you're waiting for them to reset, you're just collecting all their other materials from the other one as well, from the other villager as well. So it's pretty helpful. I should send Storm over here to finish collecting some stuff while I finish up the villager breeder, but in the meantime, I'm going to head back. Thank you. And the reason why I'm bringing these cows with me is because I can add them to the cow farm and then just simply and just get leather faster because there's more cows to breed, which is why this is so efficient. It's so nice. Please come here, please, please. Unfortunately, I don't have leads. If I did have leads, it would be even more efficient because they can't lose interest distance. So yeah. Hello, welcome to the stream. Okay, everybody's still following me? Great. Alright, we got quite a few. Just gotta keep moving. At some point, we'll eventually get back to the village. It's not too far, which is convenient. I'm surprised by how close that village is, though. It seems very close. So I'm very grateful that I got there. I have that access to that now. Let's just keep getting them back. And then we can grab these sheep here too if needed. Let's shear you real quick. Thank you very much. And then we can collect all of these guys again. Keep moving. Okay, and so my plan here is to... yeah, I did already finish pillaging, taking all the stuff from this village. Right now I'm just using it for the villagers and to collect materials. So right now what I'm doing is I am just herding the cattle in so that I can... Hold on. Let's get everybody over here. Then we can run and place the fence back. Take the wheat out of my offhand. And then we can head back to base. I do think I'm going to have to remove the sheep at some point because they are going to eat the grass, and that will be kind of annoying because then they're just not going to be useful. Okay. If I can get a hoe, I can go to the other village and I can just collect everything really quickly. But in the meantime, what I'm going to do is I'm going to continue with the villagers, moving all the villagers over. Okay, it looks like they managed to get in, thankfully. And there's no way for them to get out. Yeah, okay, good. So what I plan to do, so instead of going to the other village, what I'm going to do is I'm just going to start dropping all of these in here. And the reason I'm putting these beds in here is because one villager needs one bed to be able to, and any excess beds will tell the villagers to breed so that they can fill the population of the village. And the nice thing is that we've got so many beds that I can just place a ton of them. And if needed, I can also expand the villager breeder pretty easily. Because this is built like basically almost completely underground. All I have to do is just hollow out, move a wall, and I will be able to expand it as needed. So that is very convenient. What I'm going to do is I'm going to actually pick up all of these job blocks because I would rather them go to the villagers that actually have valuable jobs. That's not saying that their jobs aren't valuable. It's just that there are villagers with higher level jobs right now that I want to give. Okay, let's quickly dump all of this down here. Leather. We got a lot of sugarcane, which is very nice. Wool, smithing table, brewing stands. If you don't know, right now I have a data pack basically that allows for custom enchantments and for teleporting home to /home, which you can set. Hello to the person who just joined the server. I don't know if he is watching. Hello. Okay. Probably gonna have to get rid of the cows. Not the cows, the sheep. They are going to be very annoying very quickly. Okay, that should be enough, and then we can just keep looking for all the villagers with jobs and with a bed and just moving their beds over. I think I saw some villagers over here. Did I finish picking up the beds from over here? I did pick up the one from here. This is a barn, so there's no beds in there. I guess we can just quickly grab these. Just gotta make that one look nice again. And then in here, there's no bed in here. Good. You, my friend, need your job site. Villagers are kind of annoying. They don't pathfind to stuff very easily. I guess what I could do is I could try ringing the bell, seeing if that convinces them to go back to their beds. Because I can remove them and then force them to pathfind to a new one. Okay, all beds are gone, so hopefully this will force the villagers to move to the area where I want them to go. If needed, I can also move the bell entirely. You guys have no reaction, okay. How about we move the bell then? We'll move the bell over to near the villagers. I don't want to boat the villagers over. I really do not want to boat them over. That would take so long. Let's go grab the job site blocks real quick, and then we can put them down and force the villagers to move into the areas that I want them to go. Hopefully. This I don't want to use. I want to keep that for myself. There is a skeleton nearby, which is unfortunate, but... Okay. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to... put this here. As well as composters. So the thing is, composters act as a job block for farmer villagers. And by doing this, I can get the villagers closer to the beds, so they bind with them, and then I can probably hit the bell and they'll run into there. Right? Yep. Okay, and the last one is you. And you need a smithing table. Come on. Okay, there we go. So you can see there are villagers actually creating breeding right now, and this is useful because the villagers will create more of them. So that's helpful to me actually. So yeah, let's quickly go and get some blocks. CS does stand for computer science. Yes. Let's grab some dirt, and we can place back my bed. Good, and then we can place back storms. Alright, any villagers not in there, I do not care about anymore. Yes, we do. We do all go to the same school. Yes, they do. Why do you guys want to go up? Okay. Well, I can block the source of water off, because I don't need it anymore. And then we can remove these, so there is no way for them to go up anymore. And then we just put a roof on top of it. You know, you always think that a stack is a lot until you start doing stuff like this, and then you realize I've just gone through like I'm going through like 2 stacks here. Just to fill in a roof. Which is kind of insane to think about. So, yeah. Just gotta quickly build these up a little bit. And then... So the nice thing is this is a finished breeder, technically speaking. What I'm going to do is I'm going to put down a couple of job blocks here that are useful to me. So actually, I don't have any that are useful to me. I need somebody who buys wheat, sells bread. That was perfect. Whoa. That was actually perfect. That was surprising. Okay. So we got a couple emeralds, and now we can go to the... So now we can go here, we can grab our wood slabs, and the reason I'm doing this is because I'm going to craft a ton of lecterns. And lecterns are nice because they give you librarians who trade for books. And like enchanted books, like Sharp 5 right here. I don't have enough emeralds for that, actually. That's a problem. So I could probably just... Basically, what I'm telling them is my coordinates, is like a rough area of my coordinates, because I don't want to be super precise with it. Not because, not for like griefing or anything, just because I don't want to give people my. It's not a good idea to give exact coordinates sometimes, so I just choose not to. What I'm gonna do is I'm going to grab some. Actually, do I want to do? If I get a Fletcher, no, I have a Fletcher in there. I can get woods. If I can get bamboo. The reason why I want bamboo is so that I can create a bamboo farm, and bamboo farms are really good because they give you a ton, a ton of sticks, and as the fastest growing plant in Minecraft, and the fact that they are affected by breaking one of their blocks, you can basically harvest a ton of it really quickly, which makes it a very unique against amongst the wood type plants because of that reason. What I'm gonna have to probably do is probably just craft bookshelves, which is not too expensive. Oh, that's fun. I hope you feel better soon. Let's get some leather. Where did I leave my leather? Is it down here? Only one piece, okay. In that case, what we're gonna have to do is we're gonna have to use, wheat, and get some cows real quick. So what I plan to do is I plan to just I might have to just. How did an iron golem get in here? What? You're not a cow, or a sheep. So why are you in here? What? You know what? You guys have to earn your keep. So I'm just gonna use the sheep to quickly. Okay, so there's a lot of sugarcane in here, which is good. So we can harvest all of this, and then at some point if we get a villager that sells paper, or that buys paper, sorry, that buys paper, we can sell it to them and get emeralds from that. Long-term goal is to get a raid farm though, because that would be very helpful to me. We'll get a breaking 3 from a level 30 enchantment. That's not terrible, all things considered, but not great either. Let's drop down the grindstone here so that I can. I don't really want to disenchant you, so. Okay, now we just gotta wait. It would definitely be faster if I had a hopper or something like that. Unfortunately, I don't have the resources to spare for that, so I'm just not bothering with it. I'll just use I'll just pick it up myself and put it to the chest. What I'm referring to that is I have a string grouper here, but it doesn't work, so I'm just struggling to figure out why it's happening, and I'm just kind of giving up right now, so I can farm skeletons right now. And the reason why all of the farms are down here is because this is going to be a very industrial area, is my plan for this spot. So like this is going to be all my farms and stuff and resource gathering areas and stuff like that. So things like glow berries I could put in here, things like wheat, stuff like that would be nice. Diamonds, nice. I'm not going to mine them yet. I want to try to get a fortune pickaxe first. And the reason I want fortune is so that when I mine, I don't have to worry about my tools. I can get more diamonds for the same amount. So it's just efficiency's sake. Though I might actually just go for it. Honestly, I might just go for it and just get like regular yield diamonds, but I don't know yet. Let's first see how big this vein is. Looks like it's 3 vein. Yeah, we'll just mine it with a regular pickaxe then. And then we can craft another pickaxe, and we can just use that. Or we could keep this one and try to enchant and just reuse it. Either way, would probably be a decent idea. I don't know which one I prefer though, so yeah. Okay, so my plan is just to keep on farming and just eventually at some point reach level 30. I do also want to make some armor for myself. I've been living with just a chest plate, and now I have a chest plate and helmet, which is nice. It's a start. Okay, so if I create it looks like if I create a mob switch, which basically just means that there's too many of one type of entity, of like a certain type of entity, like too many of hostile mobs. I can actually make it so that no more hostile mobs can spawn except here, which would boost the rates of this farm, which would be really nice. What the heck? I thought I thought that would send a request to TP here. Sorry. Sorry. Yeah, no, I'm legitimately apologizing because I didn't know that that wouldn't teleport the way I thought it would. I thought it would be an ask to teleport here, not a teleport here immediately. I should probably edit that so that you cannot do that. I have to disable that real quick. I have to. So what I have to do is I have to just opt myself so I can do that. Okay, so the reason why that was happening was because I had the TP here as true, but the TP ask as false. So that was very silly, and that was really dumb of me. Um, so this is going to be like my farming district. So only farming stuff goes here. Is my idea for this area. So yeah, it's pretty inefficient, but you know what? It works. What I've just basically done is I've just had to uh, send a teleport request. All right. Let's see. We could use. I want to check to make sure. And all I need to do now is I need to go into base, and then we can grab. Oh, we have glowberries already. What we could use is could make a pumpkin farm. I don't have the resources for that though. I don't think. So I need observers and pistons. It's not entirely cheap. Hmm. Um. Yeah, I think I'm just gonna disenchant this pickaxe because it's not as good. Fortune 3, that's even better. Best case scenario would be I get a enchantment that lets me dig 3x3 areas. Worst case scenario, I will just get Fortune 3, which is also really good still. So it's either way, fine with what I get. I think. You can disenchant this for a little bit of experience. Actually, you know what? I'll wear it. For now. Okay, now I'm at the level where I can actually get level 30 enchantments pretty soon. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to combine all these bows together, and the reason why I'm combining them is so I can get full durability bows for other structure, for things like dispensers later. Because annoyingly, you need a full durability bow for a dispenser, not just any bow. So skeleton farms are kind of useless in this scenario, but at least they will give me a ton of bows to work with. Though efficiency-wise, it kind of sucks. We can disenchant this bow. It's not great. And breaking 1, power 1, not worth it. Okay, almost level 30, and we can do a level 30 enchantment once, and we can just roll the dice and hopefully get efficiency and unbreaking and other such enchantments. Ouch, okay. Okay. Okay, we're almost level 29, which is really close to the level we need. Yeah, the iron golems will spawn because of the villagers. I'm sorry, I wasn't checking chat just now. I'm sorry about that. Yeah, though, iron golems will spawn due to the villagers, and so the recent way it works is villagers will spawn an iron golem when they are threatened. So this a threat includes things like a zombie or some hostile mob similar to that, and they will actually spawn in a golem if they've slept enough. And the reason they do this is for their own protection. So that's how iron golem spawning works, and that's what we're using to abuse to create an iron farm. We abuse the mechanic of a mob needs an villagers will spawn iron golems for safety, and we just turn the iron golems into iron while putting them in a state where it's like almost. So it's like similar to riding a roller coaster. It's like you're scared, but you're not going to die from it. Kind of. That's kind of the thing we're doing to these villagers. Is it torture? I would say not technically, maybe. But yeah. Hey, boots. Finally. Power 1 and projectile protection. Both enchantments are completely useless. So, we'll grindstone them. That's a little annoying that they keep getting stuck there. I don't really know how to fix that. One thing I could try doing is I could put another water stream here, but I don't think that would work the way I want it to, so I'm just not going to bother with that. And I believe glowberries do eventually grow out, I think. Um, oh yeah, so the golems will spawn out here because they can't reach the villagers. But because there's no iron golem near them, they will actually spawn down there. Hello to the person who if somebody just joined. Southwest of the breeder. That way. Okay. For context, a previous server that I played on with some friends had skills and stuff like that. So I'm basically just but it ended due to not being able due to mainly inactivity and also cost. So what I'm doing right now is I'm basically just creating an SMP that's kind of similar to it. I do have the world download, but unfortunately, I chose not. But I chose not to use that download just due to. I just would rather start restart in this sense, and then add on different data packs or plugins as needed. So that was my whole idea. Oh my goodness, this is actually insane. What? I am only missing on breaking. That is kind of broken. What? Yep, I have haste. So the thing is, this pickaxe gives you haste too now because of the quicken effect. So yeah, I now have a pickaxe that does that. That's great. Um, I will install it on the next one then, I guess. Efficiency 4, so that's pretty good odds. So that'll give me efficiency 5, and if I can get some other useful enchantments, that'd be even better. Like Sunforge would be nice, Trench would be good, or Excavation would be also really good because that would just digs out huge areas really quickly. Um, yeah, you heal. This one. So the effect of rejuvenation is it repairs itself. As you can see, the durability is increasing. Every so often. Well, it's not fast. It actually does. It does help. It will help a lot with keeping my tool durabilities up. The only issue is it conflicts with mending. But if you get rejuvenation and mending on the same book, you can actually put them onto a single item, which is kind of overpowered. If I had a raid farm, that'd be so nice. I could just get so much more, so much faster. Let me see MMO. Okay. So I can. Oh, it costs stuff. Oh. Wait, this isn't Discord. almost fully repaired, thankfully. And we can use the bone meal to actually grow these plants, the glowberries. So that's another advantage of a skeleton farm. It is also easier to set up than a than another than a zombie farm, because you have to worry about baby zombies with a zombie farm. But with a skeleton farm, there's only one size it can be. So it's a lot cheaper and a lot easier to set up, which is the main advantages to setting up a skeleton farm over a zombie farm. However, at the same time, there's also advantages like being able to directly sell rotten flesh to clerics, whereas with skeleton farms, you have to turn it into bone meal, then you bone meal a plant, and then you can get stuff. And you can get emeralds from that. So it's a lot for longer process, but it's a lot easier to set up versus a shorter process that isn't as helpful sometimes. But however, the bones are very useful because they're more versatile than rotten flesh. But you can use rotten flesh for dogs. So that's like the different perks and downsides to the different types of farms you can make. So really, it's just up to you which one you prefer. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to plant these glowberries right here along this wall. And along the other wall. And the purpose of this is basically just to create a simple glowberry farm, in case I need it for food. Because unlike a zombie farm, you actually cannot be self-sustaining off the food here, because because if you don't eat anything, you're going to starve to death, and rotten flesh is at least considered edible by the game. So, while it's not great, you can definitely consume it. Just would not feel very good. There we go. It is kind of annoying that they do get stuck, but you know what? It's life. Once I get a mob farm, I won't need this anymore. Raid farm, I won't need this anymore, so which will be really nice because infinite emeralds, infinite experience, totems, stuff like that. So I can just have more fun messing around with stuff. Plus, there's no annoying mobs to deal with, so. Or less annoying mobs. Vaxus, never mind. There's just as many annoying mobs. Okay, we can finally enchant again. Let's see what enchantments we get this time. So we know it's going to have efficiency 4. Illuminated. Okay, that's good? I want to say... Not really. No, it's not. I'm coping. Not worth it. And the reason why I say it's not worth it is because Illuminated puts down a torch, but at the cost of durability, and it doesn't give me anything like Unbreaking to make up for the loss in durability, so it's not worth it to me. Enderman Farm would be so much faster than this. Hey, proof my farm is working. Slowly, but working. Slowly but surely, we're going to build up a stockpile of supplies. And slowly but surely, we're going to get more experience so that I can actually do stuff. Okay, so we've got enough here now to put a couple of these in. Unfortunately, not enough to fill the whole thing up, but we can at least get decently close to it. And then if we take these bones here, we can actually we can turn it into bone meal and actually get enough by bone mealing the plants itself. There we go. So we just made like basically a just a bunch of plants. Once I get like excavation, that'll be really nice because I can just dig. Well, the stream is very behind right now. That's unfortunate. Oh, never mind. Happens. Telekinesis enchantment. Basically, the way it works is whenever you break a block, you don't. It doesn't drop an item. So if you see here, I break this block, it drops an item. But if I'm holding an item with a telekinesis enchantment, like this pickaxe here, when I break a block, look, watch the sugarcane in my hotbar. It goes directly into my inventory without me having to pick it up. So it's better for if you're mining near like lava or something. Yeah, I got really lucky with the enchantment. The only thing I would say that would make it better is if I got Unbreaking 3 as well. I'm hoping that the next time, because I'm gonna enchant this pickaxe for efficiency 4, that I'm gonna get Unbreaking 3 out of it as well. And hopefully some other enchantments that I'm missing, like Sunforged, which is basically an auto smelt, and other such enchantments like that. Because if I can get those, then that means that mining is a lot easier. The big one though would be excavation. The way excavation works is basically it mines a 3x3 area whenever you break a block that's like in the direction of the block. So if I break say this block right here in the very center, this one, all of these 9 blocks would be broken at the same time. So it basically helps a lot when you're mining because it's just so much faster. And then the rejuvenation enchantment I have here, though I believe I mentioned it earlier, but the way it works is when you break a block with it, or when you just hold it, and you're either main hand or offhand, it automatically repairs itself. Sorry, it doesn't do anything when you break blocks with it. So that's what I'm really after. The reason I chose not to take the Silk Touch pickaxe is because it has no functionality to me. The only thing I would gain from combining those pickaxes is Illuminated, and that's like completely worthless. I believe I did mention that earlier, though. Anyway, so here's like my food. Here's going to be the food source that I'm going to be using while down here. And the reason I chose glowberries is because they're very easy to grow, since they hang from the ceiling, and I don't need to have light for them or anything like that. So it's just efficient for that. And I can they're not a great food source, but I can easily tell when they're ready to be harvested. Because it only gives like a tiny bit of saturation, but because I'm only down here, I don't have to worry too much about food. The bread though would be a better choice, but if I were to run out of that, it would be better to have the glowberries. At least some form of food growing down here. I see what you mean about the stream lag. Yeah, that's pretty bad. Okay, time to reroll for another enchantment. See if I can get something even slightly better. Absolutely nothing. I can't believe I got absolutely nothing off that. Wow. That is kind of infuriating. That is actually really infuriating to me. Ugh, that's annoying. Alright. Let's just go back to base and we can just do other stuff for now. I'm very mad about what happened about that enchantment. So much effort wasted because of that stupid enchantment. Goodness sake. I've already almost broken a sword too, my iron sword too, which is kind of annoying. Let's see. Do I have my looting sword? Not here. Okay. We'll figure something out. And then if I just make some bookshelves, we got a ton of books. Great. Can I sleep? No, I cannot. Okay. What I need now is I need a bunch of wood. So I need to make a bunch of bookshelves, and I need to make lecterns. And I can then try to get a villager that buys, I want to say buys paper, sells mending optimally, or some other custom enchantment like that. Oh, there's a phantom on me. There's phantoms on me. Oh, I hate phantoms so much. Leave me alone. Leave me alone. Please. I don't even know where you are. Please just leave me alone, phantoms. I didn't sleep for a bit, I get it. Just let me live, please. Just leave me alone, holy. If you can't tell, I don't like phantoms. At all. Okay. Let's just go down here for now, because we don't have to worry too much about it. Okay, and then lectern. Somebody become a librarian, please. Somebody become a librarian, please. Flame. Completely useless to me. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to actually dig out a area for me to trap a villager. And the reason I'm doing this is because I want them to be reroll traits. That didn't work. Move. Fine, you're stuck in there with them then. Oh, villagers are so annoying. Okay, there we go. He's trapped in there now. And I can now cycle your trades easily. Why are you all asleep then? What? There we go. Really? You're not even in the spot. Oh my goodness. Villagers, man. Villagers. So annoying. Channeling completely useless to me. I don't have a trident. Besides, Riptide's just better in general for tridents. If you guys don't know why I say this, is because Riptide you can actually move. It gives you mobility. But channeling doesn't do that. It's literally just thrown, and it's very conditional because it only works during a lightning storm. Vitality only gives HP, but it's not great. Especially since I need 16 of them, and that's just so much. Nope. Harpoon, I don't know what that does. It's probably for the crossbow. Not too helpful to me. Kinship. That just repairs whatever the tool that you're using when you mine the same block as it. Neutralizer. I don't even know what that does. Poisoning, that's way too expensive for poisoning. Basically, it just like inflicts poison when you hit the target with a bow. Prot 2, not helpful. Harvesting. Helpful for a hoe. Unfortunately, my hoes are not. The hoe I have is not good, and it's not enchanted. So it's not worth getting. I want mending. Mending or breaking. Either one of those I will take. Blessing 3. I think that's for fishing rods. Looks like the zombie's burning right now outside. Nope. Nope. Mending. Oh, it's perfect too. It's perfect. Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah. Yes, yes, yes. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Oh, that's so nice. Yes. Okay, your next trade isn't as good, but it's mending all this. I got mending, so now I'm happy. You're free. You're welcome to go free. That wasn't hard, was it? Shouldn't have been hard. Too hard. Just had to give me mending. Okay, and then now I can move this to the correct spot over here. Give this to you. And then we need a smithing table for you. There we go. So now you can restock your trades. So unfortunately I don't have enough emeralds, but I do at least have a way to get more emeralds efficiently now, which I'm very thankful for, because that's all I really needed. Plus the sharpness 5 villager, which is in the area. Let's see. What enchantments did you have for your diamond pickaxe trade? You didn't have a diamond pickaxe trade. Oops. Okay. I need to go here. And I'm going to stay in this area for a while. I'm breaking 3. Okay, that's good. As long as I get something decent out of it, like efficiency 4 on breaking 3, I don't even need fortune. I just need efficiency and unbreaking. Tons of wool for expanding the breeder as well if needed. Nope. Okay, I don't know how to make an autocrafter. Actually, I don't even think autocrafters are in this version of Minecraft. I have nowhere near enough emeralds anyways, so it doesn't matter. The long grind. On the bright side, at least my pickaxe is almost fully restored. Feather falling. Nice. I just realized, why am I enchanting pickaxes? I don't even have an anvil. Oops. It'll be fine. I can get an anvil. Later on. At some point. That's completely useless to me. I'm not even keeping it for the for the unbreaking. Alright, well, time to end it at the exact same spot as last time, working on stuff. Now you can keep playing if you want. Just remember, there is a 4-hour time limit. All right. Well, I guess I can wrap it up here. Thank you all so much for watching. I'm going to actually head out. I'm really tired right now from the stream. I do need to leave, and I apologize if you were hoping for a 4-hour stream like last time. Unfortunately, the stream isn't exactly the best right now. So I'm going to basically I'm going to basically sign it off here. I appreciate you all so much for watching. I'm going to head out. Hopefully the stream will catch up. If not, I'm just going to leave the stream running for a while though, so that hopefully it catches up. If it reaches this point, just know that this is the end of the stream here. Although I will still be having the stream running, it's more just me making sure that the stream actually goes through and finishes properly. So thank you all so much for watching. Hope to see you probably next week on Saturday. Goodbye.